Seated. May I remind the witness that she is still under oath?
Oh, yes, sir. I understand that.
Very well. You may continue your questioning.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mrs. Allen, may we just recap the last portion of your testimony? The part where you described the initials you saw on the chain that killed Earl Moody.
Yes, there is a slight correction I have to make about that.
Correction?
Yes, you see, I never actually saw the initials on the medallion.
Oh, then how do you know they were there?
Well, Neil Johnson told me.
Well, regardless, will you tell this court again what initials were on the murder weapon?
Well, I'm just going by what Neil told me, you understand?
That doesn't matter, Mrs. Allen. What were the initials?
Well, you see, when I testified earlier, I wasn't being quite clear. You see, I think I was a little flustered, and I'm still just trying to get over Earl's death. And
Mrs. Allen, please. What did Neil Johnson say was etched on the medallion?
Well, you see, Neil claimed that he saw only one initial on the medallion, and he thought that it looked like the letter O.
Are you telling this court that there was only one initial on the medallion?
Yes.
What about the letter O? You testified earlier that there was K-O on the medallion.
Well, I made a mistake.
Mrs. Allen, do you know the penalty for perjury?
Oh, I'm not lying.
I have reminded the witness once that she is under oath. You are required to tell the truth. Failure to do so can result in the most severe consequences.
Oh, Your Honor, what I just told the court is the absolute truth, so help me God. Neil claimed that the only initial that was on the medallion was the letter O. Oh,
No further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness.
I just don't see any need to question the witness right now, Your Honor.
You may step down.
Thank you.
Very good.
You may call your next witness, Mr. Madison.
State calls... Excuse me, Your Honor.
Mr. Madison?
Your Honor, I'd like to pass on questioning the witness at this time and request a recess until further notice. I've just been informed a key witness has arrived. Lucy Coe is now in the courthouse.
This is Joan Wood. So what happens now?
Well, the attorneys get time to question Lucy Coe before they put her on the stand.
Well, at least you didn't have to go back to your cell.
Yeah, the judge said I could wait here until after they finished the preliminaries with her.
What do you think she's going to say?
The truth. That she saw me in the medical library reference room that morning.
What if she didn't, Kevin?
She did. She must have.
What if she can't swear to it?
I'm in trouble. I need Lucy's testimony for my alibi. Without an alibi, I don't have a case. My life is literally in Lucy Coe's hands.
Sorry, no visitors. Oh, it's you. Hey, I guess you can come in.
Kevin, how's it going? Well, they don't have me convicted yet.
And they're not going to either. I'm sorry we missed the morning session.
Yeah, what's this recess about?
Well, Lucy Coe showed up.
Finally.
Yeah, Jake and the DA are going to question her, and then she's going to go to the stand.
Unless we can crack Red Flynn. Lucy's testimony's critical. She'll prove that I was telling the truth.
Well, I have no objection to your using my chambers to question this so-called mystery witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sure this mystery will be cleared up as soon as possible.
The only mystery about this witness is why she disappeared just when the trial was going to start.
I'm just thankful that Lucy Coe's here at all.
Your Honor, I'm concerned that the district attorney and Chief Devane might try to lead this vital defense witness.
Defense witness? I'm the one putting her on the stand.
You two continue this bickering in front of the witness, and I'll disallow her testimony. Neither side will profit from it.
Perhaps you should remain here for the questioning, Your Honor.
No, that would be highly improper, not to mention possible grounds for a mistrial. Now, I will stay and explain the procedure to the witness and then leave to attend to other obligations I have here in the courthouse. I trust
you can conduct this preliminary questioning in a professional manner?
Of course, Your Honor.
Yes?
Your Honor, Lucy Cole's here.
Show her in. Miss Coe?
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Anderson. And this is District Attorney Madison.
How do you do, Miss Coe?
Defense Attorney Jake Meyer.
How do you do, Miss Coe?
And Police Chief Devane.
Hello.
You don't know how happy we are that you're here, Miss Coe.
Yes, it's taken quite some time to track you down.
Sure we have.
Well, I'm sorry. I had no idea anybody was looking for me.
Now, have you heard about this case?
No.
You haven't been following this case in the newspapers or hearing about it on television?
Well, I don't watch much television, and I haven't seen a newspaper in days.
Well, for the moment, all you need to know is that a young man, Kevin O'Connor, is on trial. He is accused of the second-degree murder of Jennifer Talbot. Now, Mr. Meyer and Mr. Madison would like to ask you a few questions pertaining to this case.
Here?
Well, yes, you will be required later to take the witness stand, but for the moment, a more informal session is sufficient.
I understand, Your Honor.
Now, you just answer their questions to the best of your ability.
I'll try.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
A little nervous.
Well, I've never been involved with the police before.
Oh, don't worry, just relax. You're not the one on trial. There you are.
Thank you.
We have reason to believe you might have some information that could help us bring justice to a case we're working on. That's all any one of us will ask of you.
Well, how can I help?
Your answers to our questions are vitally important, Miss Coe. The young man's future may hang in the balance.
Kevin?
You know him?
Well, yeah. Well, no, not personally. I mean, I've seen him around.
But you could recognize Kevin O'Connor.
I know what he looks like.
You, Miss Coe, work at the library in Medical University?
Yes, in the reference room.
Were you working the morning of March 17th?
Was that a Monday?
Yes.
I was working that day, yes.
Now for the important question. I want you to think really hard before you answer, Miss Coe. Did you see Kevin O'Connor that morning in the reference room in the library?
Just take your time. We want you to be absolutely certain.
I remember that day very well. I was in the reference room the entire time.
Did you see Kevin?
No. Kevin O'Connor wasn't there.
Could you be mistaken? Could you have missed him in the crowd, or?
No. If he had been in the reference room, I would have seen him. We didn't have very many students that day. I guess they were all out celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Kevin definitely was not working in my room.
Miss Coe, are you sure? I can't stress enough how important this is, that you're absolutely sure. Are you prepared to go on the stand and swear under oath that you did not see Kevin at the reference room in the library the morning of March 17th?
He wasn't there. I'm certain of it.
Well, I don't know what caused Sarah to change her mind, but I'm damn glad she did.
Well, maybe it was just like she said. She was flustered when she got on the witness stand and was questioned.
Yeah.
After recess, she pulled herself together and remembered what really happened.
Luckily for you.
Yeah.
Luckily for me.
I don't know why anyone from Laurelton would think Sarah's sudden change of behavior would be a surprise to him. Because our behavior is a way of life down there, isn't it?
Well, you might say that. Listen, I don't want you to worry about anything. 5 minutes after Lucy Coe takes the stand, Kevin O'Connor is a free man.
I can't wait.
I want to invite both of you to a big victory celebration. Everybody who supported me is invited. I can't wait to see the look on Madison's face when Lucy Coe supports my alibi.
You really think they're going to dismiss the charges against you that quickly?
Well, why not? I mean, I couldn't have killed anybody if I was in the medical library reference room. Could I have? Listen, I can't wait to walk back up the long steps of our little apartment. I'm never going to claim it's little again. After a jail cell, it seems like the palace.
Do you think that you will ever be able to forgive Anna for what she's done to you?
Well, I don't bear any grudges against anyone. I'm just relieved that it's over. It gives me enough satisfaction to see Anna Devane proven wrong. That and hearing the cell door clang shut behind me for the last time.
I don't know how you could have stood it.
You want to know the worst part? Being without you. I missed you so much. I even missed the long hours of work. Never thought I'd look forward to putting in more time at General Hospital.
Think she'll make it?
Oh, judging from the doctor's expressions,
Very helpful. Thank you very much for answering our questions.
Yes, you can wait outside now.
when will I have to take the stand?
As soon as court reconvenes. That should be any moment now.
You are not putting her on that stand today.
Why? Because her testimony contradicts your client's sworn statement?
You can't throw testimony like that on me at the last minute.
I thought you couldn't wait to get Lucy Coe on the stand.
That was before I heard what she had to say.
Look, this trial's gone on too long already. I have every right to put that witness on the stand because she is going to totally destroy your client's
And what
alibi.
about our rights? Brett, I need time to replan a defense.
Not as far as I'm concerned.
Lucy Coe is my key witness.
Yes, so I've heard.
You cold-blooded vulture. I'm going to fight you on this, Brett.
Go right ahead. You be my guest. But don't expect the judge to grant you another delay just because you've found that your case is totally crumbling under you. I intend to put Lucy Coe on the stand as soon as possible.
Brett, no, wait. Wait, I happen to agree with Jake. Now, this means that the defense had everything effectively swept from underneath them. We cannot use this situation for our own ends.
Why not?
A man's life is at stake. I happen to be convinced that Kevin is guilty. However, I want it proved in a court of law fairly. I want Jake to be able to poke holes in the prosecution when he wants.
Well, fortunately, it isn't up to you. All right. Let's just wait and see what the judge has to say, shall we?